pipes cleaned out. We're about to bring on some quite remarkable human beings to this stage. I just ask all of you who are talking right now in the politest way, because there's kids here, I just say, shut the fuck up.
I don't know if you heard, Rog, but the Women's World Cup happened this summer.
I may have done. Two things come to mind just off the top of my head, which are suck it, Piers Morgan, and pay the women, Davey.
Yeah, let's pay the women. Let us bring to the stage, Rog, America's footballing power couple, known as Crashlyn. From your Orlando Pride, World Cup winner and ace locker room reporter Ashlyn Harris, and her partner on the field and in real life, back-to-back World Cup champion, Krieger. Great friend.
Really?
Yeah, Nick's one of my best friends. It's a Nick Fouquet hat. Nick Fouquet, who went to college at Rollins College, just up the street in Winter Park, Florida. Nick Fouquet hat. I love that. Wonderful. Sorry.
And now we're done. That was all just an infomercial for Nick Fouquet hat.
Yeah, amazing hat.
Let's get back to important shit like Exploria.
Yeah. Whatever that is.
Krieger, you play for Orlando Pride. What is Exploria?
What is it? We're dying to know.
We just got back from the World Cup. It was named when we were gone, so I don't want to talk about it.
Don't ask those hard questions.
We haven't talked about it yet.
Nobody knows. This is like Unsolved Mysteries. Remember that show is like, nobody knows what Exploria is.
This is like The Usual Suspects. Who is Frank de Soze? What is Exploria?
What if it's a tool for the Russian government? Like, we have no idea what this is.
I've got to say, if it isn't a tool for the Russian government, I'm going to be so bloody upset right now. But let's get back to more important stuff like football. It's an honor and delight to be with you both. Oh, by the way, slightly disappointed you didn't take the stage with an enormous oversized bottle of Veuve Clicquot.
I know, I was wondering if this was water
for
or what.
purposes, and bottles of Budweiser for hardcore chugging. But David, take it away. We've got some hard-hitting questions.
Ashlyn, let's start with you. You are Florida through and through. Straight.
Yes.
Straight out of Satellite High in that there Brevard County.
Stingham Scorps.
America!
Your life journey is a remarkable one. You grew up grinding away in the Space Coast soccer scene in the early 90s. If I went back in time, I was actually living here at that time, so I don't really have to go back, and told 12-year-old Ashlyn...
You'd be quite creepy.
That one day... I could have been. I was actually teaching tennis in Melbourne. That there was one day there would be a women's pro soccer team called the Pride flourishing in this area. Could you ever have believed me?
Yeah, I absolutely could. Honestly, I actually grew up playing for the Seminole Ice when I was 14. And I
that
played,
is one of the greatest team names of all time.
I know, and I played at the same...
The Seminole Ice?
I played at the same facility as I train every single day.
Are you kidding me?
I swear. That's the place I grew up playing at Lake Sylvan.
You may just have manifested this entire thing.
Insane, right? Full circle. So yes, I could imagine, because I played there and I imagined it every day.
And if you thought, if only there was a brand, I don't know what it does, called Exploria.
Exploria, yes.
This thing's going to go over the top.
But yeah, I believed it. I've been living in this, Central Florida for a long time, and people love this city, and they have so much honor for the badge, and I try to show that to my teammates. I told my coach 2 days ago, I'll be buried on this field. So,
wow.
Yes.
And you're still here.
And here I am.
He didn't listen to you.
Well, she's not looking for it to happen now, I don't think, Rod. That wasn't the point.
Let's rip the script up. What's going to happen in 20 years' time? What's going to happen in the future? Write this down. Bet on it. 20 years' time. You knew this was going to happen.
20 years from now,
It's a bit dark.
probably
Let's not
be
go
like
there.
Instagram famous.
And we'll all be speaking Russian. So let's go back to Ali Krieger. Ali Krieger, can we just say, Ali Krieger, the greatest. Can I say,
Thank you.
you're a day late, motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Can I say one quick thing? An amazing human being who deserves feasting in the Roman way for her birthday for an entire week, because you are not just a footballing legend, you're a human legend to me for what you have been through and what you have given us back. Going to take you to a dark place. It ends well, don't worry. Spoiler alert, America win this crap. Okay, let's go. March 2017. You were taken off contract by US Soccer, women's soccer language, for being cut from the national team.
Yep, fired.
Fired. Beyond devastating, right?
Mm-hmm. Beyond, yeah. Yeah, my life all of a sudden changed within 2-minute phone call.
Wow.
And I really didn't know what to do. I had given, 9+ years to the team that I absolutely loved and given everything to. So at that moment, caught off completely guard, and it was a shock to me because there was really no explanation, and so that was the toughest thing to deal with, I think, at the time. Usually, to get over something, with work or relationships or anything, knowing the reason, I feel like it's easier to kind of, work on the things that you need to work on and improve and be like, okay, well, I guess I do need to get better at this or that. And change something. But, not really having an answer or a reason why, that was difficult to cope with.
So you lived in footballing purgatory for 2 years.
Yeah.
Fast forward to March 2019. You got a call out of the blue from Coach Jill Ellis. And by the way, when I hear about this story, I'm like, wondering if I answered the phone, like, were I ever a US women's national team international, which I think about a lot in my dream life. But like, were I cut from the team, and then finally Jill Ellis calls me again, I think, are you pocket dialing me?
Yeah.
Well, I wanted to be, thinking. I didn't say this out loud. And don't let this leave this room.
No
I
one's
was like,
listening to this.
No one will ever hear this.
Busy, sidebar.
Busy.
But, yeah, it didn't turn out that way.
I mean, what did you think? Were you like, she's read the People magazine thing and she wants a wedding invite?
Yeah, that's exactly what my thought was.
It's amazing what people will do for a wedding.
Or a good coffee shop recommendation next time she comes, sees, watches one of our games in Orlando. So either one of those two, for sure.
Instead, she offered you something lesser, which was a last-minute callback to the squad ahead of the World Cup. Spoiler alert, a World Cup which America won!
Yeah.
And I want to say, other than Jon Snow, and David told me before this, and it broke my world, he's not a real person.
I know. Sorry, Rog.
You are the only human I know who's come back from the dead.
You're welcome.
To experience glory. What lesson do you take from it's an extreme emotional journey you've walked over the past 2 years.
Yeah,
What do you take from that, Ali?
It was very difficult. I struggled. Obviously, I don't know if a lot of you read my recent article or blog that I wrote, or letter, piece, whatever. So I really struggled, and it was like 2 of the toughest years of my life. But I knew that I could only control myself and my actions and my attitude. And I've been through adversity before, so it was nothing new to me. I just think it was in a different form. And so I feel like through just, my ambition and my resiliency and the goals that I wanted to achieve, I still had set, big goals for myself. And I knew that I could reach them if I really put the work in and really stayed positive. So honestly, I knew my value. I never allow someone else to tell me how good I am at something.
Yeah, worry about the things you can control.
Yeah.
Don't worry about the things you can't. That's what you gotta do.
Exactly.
Okay, one of the wonders of this summer was watching the joy and swagger with which you two and your teammates took that field. You know, we love our men in sports who talk the talk, then walk the walk. Think Zlatan. Actually, everybody, let's have a real think about Zlatan right now. Alex Morgan took a lot of heat for her sipping tea celebration, but we loved it. Roger and I made
We loved it.
We loved it.
So,
My question is, did you know it was coming? Had you seen it in training? Was there a part of your training that was reserved, like set pieces, we'll do the corners, then we're going to do the celebrations? What have you got? What have you got, Alex?
I'm just like actually really surprised that the whole world was so shocked because we're such a badass group, and we just don't care what people think about us. And it's like everyone was so shocked by it. Like the celebrations on the field, the celebrations off the field. It was like everyone was like taken back, and I'm like, no, these are badass bitches who know how to have a good time.
And this is the World Cup.
Yeah.
It's the highest stage. It's the biggest tournament in the world.
Can I say something?
Why wouldn't we?
But this is what I think is misunderstood, which I totally get, and I think we in America totally get. What you just said, badass bitches who know how to have a good time.
Yes.
It's the knowing how to have a good time thing, which people don't completely get. They can't understand that you can be badass, but still have a great time.
Yes.
Locker room celebrations, you can't kind of watch that and not get that it's all about having a good time.
We're going to get there. I do want to say, as an English person originally, I'm now American. America. So I can deal with this objectively because I think about England like I do Liechtenstein. There's so many things Alex could have picked on in a celebration which could have been so much more humiliating for England than just sipping tea. What I want to know is, what the fuck's Rose Lavelle doing here?
I think she was just as surprised.
What's she doing?
She didn't.
Like, you'd put her in a circus.
I don't
look
know.
Look at that kid. She's doing something really funky. I don't know.
I mean, we know
I don't know how her hand is behind
I think
head
that,
reaching for the other.
I think Rose Lavelle saying like,
You could probably fold her up and put her
and
in a
she's like,
box.
Boris Johnson. England's like, sipping tea? That's disgusting. Rose Lavelle's like, Boris Johnson's effing your nation. F you, Piers Morgan. Anyway, we know Alex very well.
Yeah.
You know her better. She thinks everything through. What celebration did she have prepared for the world if she scored against the Dutch in the final? Because I'd heard a rumour she'd been working on an Amsterdam coffee shop tribute celebration. Yeah. And it looked something like this. Show image.
Yeah.
Can you confirm or deny?
We don't know.
Neither. There was no
It was a surprise,
confirmation
too.
nor denial.
No
there, Rod.
practicing.
No one actually talked about anything.
Yeah, we
It
just kinda did it.
It just happened.
I just want to tell you, Jill Ellis taught Alex Morgan that. We're sitting here with Jill Ellis taught Alex Morgan that. Sitting here with Ashlyn and Harris, we've got to talk for a moment about an Oscar-nominated movie that you recently dropped, entitled Ashlyn and Harris Instagram Story. I know Christiane Amanpour, and I know she would not have had the courage to go into that war zone. It was mayhem. It was joyous mayhem. I think you should get a Pulitzer Prize for investigative reporting. Let's take a look. I want to know, in your words after this, what the hell was going on? In your own words, let's take a look.
She's 21.
Yeah. Oh my God.
All right. In your own words, what was going on? What were you recording for history? This is like the Zapruder film, but better.
You know, I wanted to bring the world along with me. Like, right?
Yeah.
Like, people needed to know what goes on behind closed doors. Like, people needed to see that. And now my life has completely changed.
Our life.
I swear to God, I am known more for my Instagram stories than how I play.
So what do you
that
do
people
now? Like,
do
you
not
have the-
know. Like, no joke, people walk next to me and be like, "Love you, bitch." I swear.
And they're like, hey, can you take a photo of us? And I'm the one that's like taking the pictures. They're like,
By the way, the
she?
person that says "love you, bitch," that means you just met my
He
mother.
was 8.
That was my son.
He was 8, and he whispered it so his mom couldn't hear him. I was like,
That was my son. But we are used to male athletes celebrating glory with mayhem.
Yeah.
Like Ovechkin, 4-day bender. Gronk, what we know of, he dented the Super Bowl trophy.
We don't know how he did it.
No, or what he did it with. But our women, I mean, when our women act joyously, act wondrously, act celebratory, American glory, to me, you've changed that. You really have. You know, the US women, we love the 1999ers, we really do. But their brand was suburban, it was goody-goody, it was ponytail, it was conformity. The 2019 team, 20 years later, had a different kind of swagger. How would you guys describe it in your own words? Because I think this is critical for all of us as human beings and our future civilization.
I honestly think that this group stands for something so major, and it's going to be really hard for anyone to break that. I think we stand for equality. I think we stand for women. We stand for what we deserve. And honestly, I think in the past, people have been so quiet, and this group is so unapologetically like, this is who we are, and this is what we fucking stand for, and you're gonna sit and you're gonna listen.
I don't know if I could top that. I think for us, it's just how can we be our authentic selves? And I think that's what's most attractive about our team, because you have so many different personalities, so many different characteristics, and every single fan, supporter, female, male, any human can get along and relate to any one of us. And I think that is what is so special about our team.
I mean, I will say, when I look at these films, I think about 3 words, which is beer and apple. Kelly O'Hara.
It's gotta eat.
Oh my God.
Ashlyn, you are on an incredible ride since the victory. Vogue magazine spreads, trips to New York to buy $40,000 worth of bling.
Nick Bouquet hats.
You both suddenly have a platform that transcends soccer, which is, we're all better off for it, to be candid. There was an Instagram story that you dropped where you're on it was a billionaire's boat on the Hudson River in New York City, and your first message, it was amazing. You were like, I don't belong here. And then a couple of minutes later, you were like, I was built for this life. Well, describe the life transformation you have lived since.
Well, I was on a yacht, 9-story yacht. The whole time I was thinking, how can I hide and not get off this boat? I didn't want to leave. I mean, it's like to do what we have in the last 2-3 weeks has been mind-blowing. I guess this is how men footballers live life. I'm like here for it. I could get used to this.
I mean, the funny thing about it is that not many people know, and I don't know if I should say this because I don't know if it'll be, as enjoyable, but like she was sober for like the entire time she was doing her Instagram stories, and like everyone thinks like she's like trashed and everyone was like wasted, but like she was sober probably.
I was sober for
most
2
of the
straight
time.
months.
Yeah.
A few glasses of champagne just put me right over.
That's like how she acts all the time.
I swear,
amazing.
we did dry probably 4 cities of champagne.
Yeah. They just kept bringing like, I don't know, like buckets of champagne onto the floats. And we were like, we're good. Like, we got it. And people are like.
I mean, look, as somebody who's tried to do that myself with my mates, respect.
Yes.
Like, that's incredible. That's incredible. The NWSL now experiencing a post-World Cup glory bump.
Can I say one quick thing? The NWSL! Keep going. Thank you.
Our friends at Budweiser have stepped in to support the enterprise as a lead sponsor. ESPN are broadcasting the games. Ali, you've been through this cycle before. A post-World Cup bump, but then it's evaporated before as the circus and the spotlight moves on as soon as the NFL comes back. What do we all around the game we love, in the country we love, need to do to sustain this bump and keep it going?
We have to go out and support your local NWSL teams. You have to go and support and enjoy the atmosphere. If you go one time, you will go every single time. And it's such an amazing atmosphere. We play quality football. We put a great product out on the field, and you just have to go. We don't want to compare ourselves to the men. It's not better. It's not worse. It's just different. And
It's better.
It's better. It's better. But you'll love it, and we have to get sponsors and fans and supporters and the media to just support and to notice us. A lot of people in random cities around the country don't even know we have a league. And we just need to go support and tell your friends and family members that if you have a women's team in your city, please go out and support us.
And the only thing I'll add to that is we need sponsorship. We need money. If we want to continue to grow this, we need Wells Fargo. So
Where's our check?
don't be shy up there. I know you're here.
Gigantic checks.
Exactly. Big equality checks.
Yeah. 9-story boats.
Exactly.
Yachts. For the women. Get them a yacht.
Women-only yachts.
Yeah.
No, but seriously, we need investment. We need money, and that's what's going to keep growing this league. And honestly, we need to keep the best players in the world here. And to do that, we have to pay them,
Yeah.
which takes money.
Well, to some extent, as a passionate free marketeer, and let's not forget, this has been a great American story, what the 99ers did to grow the women's game around the world, what you're doing now and growing not just the game, but also the equality story, the badassness, the having fun at the same time story around the world. I do think that as the money pours into the European game, into the European women's game, that is going to force America's hand to go and pour money into the game.
Absolutely.
A rising tide lifts all boats. We can become obsessed with trying to do it, but it's good. What's good for football, what's good for the women's game around the world will be good for everybody.
Exactly.
And that was an appeal to Tide, the laundry maker, to start sponsoring NWSL.
Absolutely.
Can I say, we had Megan Rapinoe on our show right before the World Cup, and we said, Bezos, we know you're listening, sponsor this bloody league. And the honest truth is, the people who are listening were our sponsor, Budweiser, who stepped up and have become a name sponsor for NWSL.
It's incredible.
I will tell you, I'm going to do this again. Other sponsors who are listening to this crap, Bezos, not naming you by name, you bastard. But I will say, there is so much goodwill to be a first mover into this league right now. You will gain the goodwill for a lifetime of not just women sports fans, but men's sports fans, because there is an incredible game to be grown here. If you step up, Bezos, you will be forever lauded for whatever you do to corrupt the rest of the high street in the United States for the rest of a generation. That was a slight offside. But I want to get back to happier things, Bezos. You two are getting married.
Yes.
Yes.
In December. In Miami, right?
Yep.
So what now?
And you have Ali on your chest.
I have Ali.
I love that.
I have Ali. We were not meant to talk about this crap. There were questions you did not want me to ask you to. You did not want to ask me about my Ali tattoo on my chest.
All right.
Like, are we
You're
trading
the
off
only
here?
person I'm going to let this slide.
You are.
All right.
That's what I respect. God, that was almost awkward. I'm also wearing a
Imagine
chest.
how I felt
By the way,
up there.
I'm not worried about my Ali tattoo. It's the chest wig that I've got on tonight. It's really awkward. It's ill-fitting. And frankly, it's ginger. But the big question, I'm going to go in Ali, all in here, like Anderson Cooper. What's his name on CNN?
Wolf Blitzer.
Yeah, him, Blitzer.
I'm literally, the fact that I know what Roger is thinking is so alarming.
Ali, are you bothering to hire a wedding videographer? Or are you just going to have Ashlyn Insta story the whole thing yourself?
I've got many talents.
Yes.
You're welcome for this wedding content, bitch!
I guarantee you there'll be a few of those on the dance floor, but yeah, we have a wedding videographer.
I'm bringing
for sure.
everyone along for the ride. It would be rude not to.
Yeah.
You should
Why
make,
not?
You should make Jill Ellis do it.
It was a pocket dial.
It was
the greatest pocket dial of all time. In all seriousness, everyone here and everyone listening at home, can we just join you in wishing the two of you for glory for the rest of the season? May the women's game continue to grow from strength
Yes, come
to
out,
strength.
support us.
This is Rog speaking, not the two of them, but pay the women. For God's sake, pay the women. And may the two of you experience a lifetime of health and happiness together, as we say in Orlando, Mazel Tov. Orlando, please be upstanding for two bona fide American heroes, Ali Krieger.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Thank you,
Thanks for having
guys.
us.
Fucking amazing. Can I tell you, when I'm with those two, I just want to say the following, for no reason at all, but America's amazing.
Okay, we're almost there, Rog. What a joy this has been. Coming home.
Zlatan's coming up.
Nope. You really don't know how funny that is.